York, unique New York, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. All right. Whew. To begin, Spicesurance is 6 extra chicken McNuggets, either spicy or classic, given to a McDonald's customer when they order a 6-piece spicy chicken McNuggets on the McDonald's app on September 16th, 2020. This order will provide the customer with a surge of pride, joy, and courage as they expand the experiences of their own life, otherwise known as trying something new. McDonald's has always given you the tender, juicy crispiness you crave with our chicken McNuggets. With the release of the new cayenne pepper and chili-infused spicy chicken McNuggets, things have been turned up a notch. This is also subject to phrasing. As such, you won't know where these fall on your spice spectrum, that is your personal perception of spice, until you try them. These 6 extra chicken McNuggets, again either spicy or classic, are provided as insurance for the consumer in the off chance that the extra kick of flavor in spicy chicken McNuggets proves too little or too much for them. McDonald's would never overwhelm intentional. McDonald's seeks to provoke gleeful shouts of "New Spicy Chicken McNuggets!" from car windows. This Spicesurance document lays out in specific detail and with great clarity the rights of the spice seeker as it pertains to their enjoyment and savoring of the tender, crispy, specially flavored McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets. Spicesurance is McDonald's effort to cover every possible eventuality so that a good time for the spice seeker may be had. This document will also relay the limitations of those rights while providing the spice seeker the spice satisfaction they crave, followed by a light chuckle or delightful exclamation of the word, "Ooh." Yeah. You know what? I better get comfortable. Sarah, can you pass me for the pillow? Thank you so much. So kind. Yeah. You know what? I just think I was more comfortable without the pillow, Sarah. Thank you, Abby. By reading this Spicesurance document, you are agreeing that spice is subjective, as in affected by personal experience with and views on heat. And chicken McNuggets, spicy or not, have the innate ability to turn your day around. Bad hair day? Chicken McNuggets. Slept through an alarm? Chicken McNuggets. Any additional scenarios can be found in the addendum to this addendum, not addendum here. All parties seeking or wishing to partake, understand, explain to others, simply know enough to show off or stay culturally relevant, or those who only desire to know enough so that you don't look foolish on social media, shall find information contained herein to grasp in its entirety the concept heretofore known and following into perpetuity as Spicesurance. Section 1. Definitions we deem helpful and hope you will also. This section seeks to enlighten all who participate in and or enjoy Spicesurance with a full understanding of terms associated with the delicious taste of McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets. Terms may be amended and or added to at any point with slang terms created by the general public as they are catchier and more fun to say. Some possible new slang terms for spicy chicken McNuggets may include spicy bot box, kiki chickens, or hot see fire nuggets. From here on out, Spicesurance claimee or customer may also be known by the following additional labels as seen in this document: procurer, spice seeker, spice luster, the person with spice on their mind, the McNugget eater, Kevin, Lisa, Mary, Felicia, or any other name from the Big Book of Baby Names 1993. Familiar terms such as mama or brother may be used in real life, but will not be used here within. The word here within may also be known by the following additional labels as seen in this document: this, here, right here, coming up, coming on up, and you'll see, and looky here. This document would also employ the use of the here within style phrase, which allows for a combination of terms into one term, such as, but not limited to, phrases such as Therefore, if, which will for, then as also, was and through, and for and to as well. Definition 1. What is a McDonald's Chicken McNugget? A McDonald's Chicken McNugget is a good time in a box that gives you the supreme level of taste. It is also the highest standard of nugget. The McDonald's Chicken McNugget, hereafter known as a classic McNugget, is the end-all be-all of chicken nugget. This is not subjective, as there is no evidence to prove otherwise. Definition 2. What is a McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNugget? A McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNugget is the first ever new type of McDonald's Chicken McNugget in the U.S. created to thrill current Chicken McNugget fans. Similar to the classic Chicken McNugget, in half name but full shape, the Spicy Chicken McNugget has all the usual deliciousness of the classic Chicken McNugget with an extra kick, like a dancer who is twice as happy. Chicken McNugget eaters who enjoy a slight cayenne and chili kick will benefit from the consumption of the brand new Spicy Chicken McNugget and will see the horizons of their lives expand in ways that will include hobbies, acquaintances, and styles of greetings not yet invented. Definition 3. What is Mighty Hot Sauce? Mighty Hot Sauce is a sauce of similar concept to the Spicy Chicken McNugget, invented to expand the newfound delight even further. McDonald's believes the customer will experience an expanded sense of jubilation. As many know, Chicken McNuggets are optimized with the inclusion of a dipping sauce. Spicy Chicken McNuggets are no exception. Mighty Hot Sauce is a new McDonald's dipping sauce, which also has a slight bump, as in a fist bump at a wedding from an adorable or elderly cousin, of heat to it. Heat in this context refers to flavor and not temperature. Those Spicy Chicken McNuggets also are cooked and so have temperature heat as well, but I digress. We acknowledge that the word mighty is subjective in nature and has no quantifiable means of being assessed. However, in unofficial tests conducted in a closed system environment, there have been 0 cases of dispute to the word mighty as it relates to the spicy dipping sauce. Therefore, we can declare that it is indeed mighty and not to be mistaken for salad dressing or used to prank your parents, a sibling, or really anyone in your family. Definition 4. In the context of Chicken McNuggets, what is eating? Good question. For the purposes of a Chicken McNugget, eating herein is defined as grasping a Chicken McNugget with an extremity of one's choosing and moving said Chicken McNugget in a single motion, rigid, fluid, or otherwise, toward the mouth of the face. Once placed into the mouth, some form of chewing by Chicken McNugget eater should commence. The Spicy Chicken McNugget, being a new and inviting taste, may instill in the Chicken McNugget eater an over-eagerness to chew too quickly. This is not recommended. However, it should be noted that everyone gets it and has been there too. Definition 5. In the context of Chicken McNuggets, what is drinking? A drink is something you imbibe without chewing. If the insured drinks the sauces included in the Spicesurance agreement, that is up to the discretion of the insured. However, that does not change the fact that while it is a liquid, the sauce remains a sauce and does not become a drink regardless of its misuse. If the insured proclaims, "I am drinking in this Chicken McNugget experience," that is the insured using the word drink in a completely other form. In a way, it is correct that the Chicken McNuggets in this form are functioning as drinks, but it also implies that the eyes are functioning as mouths, which is just weird. Definition 6. What is Spicesurance? Sorry. Where was I? What is Spicesurance? Sorry. Hey, what's up, Mom? No, I can't talk right now. Because I'm filming a thing for McDonald's. Yes, McDonald's. I know. It's great. It's awesome. Yes, Mom. I'm proud of me too, Mom. Thank you. Okay. I gotta go. I love you too. Goodbye. My mom says hi. Definition 6. What is Spicesurance? Spicesurance is the opportunity for any and all Chicken McNugget eaters to, without caution or timidity, try at least one 6-piece order of McDonald's new spicy Chicken McNuggets. If the Chicken McNugget eater thinks that spicy Chicken McNuggets will be a pleasant dropkick to their palate, a flavor enticement that only creates a yearning for more of said spicy Chicken McNuggets, then Spicesurance allows said Chicken McNugget eater to enjoy an additional 6 spicy Chicken McNuggets, not depending on further financial obligation, also known as free. However, should any Chicken McNugget eater think spicy Chicken McNuggets may be too sizzling compared to their classic Chicken McNugget eating palates, then said Chicken McNugget eater may instead get an additional 6 classic Chicken McNuggets, also not depending on further financial obligation. See again, also known as free. Yeah, free. Spicesurance, therefore and furthermore, ensures that any and every Chicken McNugget eater shall be allowed a measure of guaranteed happiness when it comes to their Chicken McNugget eating. While Spicesurance does provide the opportunity to experience the sublime in trying spicy Chicken McNuggets for the first time, it does not provide other McDonald's-related what the heck? It does not provide other McDonald's-related ephemera, including but not limited to a personal play place, Happy Meal toys, Mac coins, McNugget buddy tattoos, Ronald's Big Red shoes, or high fives from Mayor McCheese. The intention of Spicesurance is to introduce the skeptical to the wonderful. More precisely, Spicesurance is to use a familiar and loved food to expand the areas of the tongue in which it generates a response. Insofar as the insured is unfamiliar with the tongue, it can be explained with the following diagram, labeled Diagram 10. Spicesurance will cover any and all areas of your tongue that feel a flame. The tongue flame would be a metaphorical and unquantifiable result of biting into the spicy Chicken McNugget. Additionally, McDonald's is not liable for any laundry expenses resulting from a sloppy dousing of the tongue with an icy cold beverage accompanying the spicy Chicken McNuggets. If you have been waiting for spicy Chicken McNuggets all your life, you may finally feel fulfilled and ready to ride off into one of these, which we frequently forget are also technically fire, since that's what the sun is made of. Section 2, using Spicesurance. In order to illustrate how one may take advantage of Spicesurance, it may be helpful to participate in a small visualization using the attached legal disclaimer puppets found in Appendix C. This interaction is also applicable to drive-thru orders. Drive-thru puppets and set may be found in Appendix E. Do I have to do that? Section 3, eating a spicy Chicken McNugget. In order to allow a truly objective judgment of this craveable new spicy twist on the original Chicken McNugget that you love so much, it is imperative that the spicy Chicken McNugget purchaser takes a moment to clear their head of all impediments or distractions. Therefore, Spicesurance is null and void if the spicy Chicken McNuggets are consumed while skydiving, a practice that is known in certain circles as spice diving. Hang spicing, scuba spicing, and pear spicing are also prohibited. The act of feeding spicy Chicken McNuggets to the members of the international intelligence community, or spicing, is allowed, but McDonald's does not take responsibility for any large international conflicts that may arise. Some manners of consumption available are, but not limited to, the scoop and pop. In this mannerism, a Chicken McNugget eater would quickly scoop up a Chicken McNugget from a tray or plate and quickly pop it as one whole entity into their mouth. The baby kitten. In this mannerism, much like a baby kitten playfully nibbles on fingers or toes or elbows, our Chicken McNugget eater would hover the Chicken McNugget a few millimeters from the mouth and sporadically take minuscule nibbles from each individual Chicken McNugget. The Parlor Magician, a mannerism coined due to the basic magic trick of sawing a person in half. This act of consumption is defined by the Chicken McNugget eater ripping it in half into two distinct, while not necessarily entirely equal pieces. The parabola. When Chicken McNugget eaters deftly and accurately calculate the parabolic. When Chicken McNugget eaters deftly and accurately calculate the parabolic path from one of their hands to their mouths. This mannerism also applies, though used sparingly, if Chicken McNuggets are consumed in any manner while watching old episodes of That One Show or That One Other Show. I gotta get my steps in. New acts of Chicken McNugget consumption may be introduced at any time annotated once witnesses corroborate that a Chicken McNugget was eaten in a way they had never seen before. The last known case of this was in April 2018 when one Chicken McNugget eater, whose name for the purposes of this document is Thomas Linder, was at a skate park with his friends in New Brunswick, Maine. There we go, got it. Thomas skated past a friend's tray of Chicken McNuggets and without using his hands, squatted down and with only his mouth, removed the Chicken McNugget from the tray and consumed it while performing a kickflip. The act of consumption became known as the chick flip, or the hey, look over there, and is now a well-known way for a Chicken McNugget eater to consume Chicken McNuggets. Section 4, reacting to a spicy Chicken McNugget. After the first McDonald's spicy Chicken McNugget is consumed, it is recommended that the consumer or eater in common day usage takes a moment to assess their reaction and convey this reaction with sound, producing an sound. This sound can be used in many different ways. For example, or These noises may also be used in combination, such as or even Such form of expression include but are not limited to yips, woos, slow clapping, fast clapping, middle velocity clapping, golf clapping, a short okay under the breath. In the event that you are rendered speechless by the surprising taste punch of the aforementioned spicy Chicken McNuggets, it is recommended that you alert the nearest person or statue of your temporary speechlessness. Ways of indicating that you are speechless include, but are not limited to, waving at them, pointing to your mouth and shrugging your shoulders, opening said mouth and showing that nothing is coming out of it, blank stare, blanker stare, or blankest stare, attempting to form some sort of noise, or being suggested, or simply sitting back and enjoying the state of speechlessness. You get the gist. It is worth noting that these reactions can, of course, be dependent on your personal spice tolerance. Section 5, Rules and Conditions. Rights granted. By redeeming Spicesurance, the buyer grants McDonald's bragging rights for getting someone who knows and loves Chicken McNuggets to try spicy Chicken McNuggets. In attaining these bragging rights, McDonald's may attempt to add spicy Chicken McNuggets to the dictionary definitions of delicious, delectable, and fire, but only when the latter is used as an adjective. Shipment. The buyer assumes full responsibility for the shipment of McDonald's spicy Chicken McNuggets from their original packaging to the buyer's mouth for chewing. Installation and acceptance. It is considered dangerous to use McDonald's spicy Chicken McNuggets in ways they were not originally designed for, including, but not limited to, putting Chicken McNuggets up as wall art, setting a Chicken McNugget on a stack of papers to keep them from blowing in the wind, wireless earbuds, garden stones, ice cubes, a smart speaker, a plain old speaker, a security camera, heated spa stones that they placed on your back during a relaxing massage, which actually pretty cool. AA batteries, AAA batteries, C and D batteries. And though McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets do have enough kick to power items that take 9-volt batteries, it is only for short, almost imperceptible amounts of time. Such usage is therefore highly frowned upon and incredibly messy. If one or more of these cross your mind at consideration for purchase, it bears repeating that only the spicy and Spicy McNuggets is up for subjective interpretation. Singular use. McDonald's Spicesurance is a one-time offer and as such can only be redeemed once on September 16th. One defined as a number that is 2 less than the number 3. 2 is defined as a number that is 4 less than 6. 6 is defined as the number of Spicy Chicken McNuggets that come in the 6-piece order of Spicy Chicken McNuggets. If you attempt to use Spicesurance more than once, please ask yourself the following questions. What am I really trying to do here? Didn't I learn the first time? What's wrong with me that I would need more than one attempt to decide if Spicy Chicken McNuggets are for me? Do I think McDonald's was born yesterday? Was I born yesterday? And if I was born yesterday, how am I already able to read considering that I'm only 1 day old? I'm sorry. I need to get a drink of water. This is hilarious, man. I'm sorry. Whew. Whew. All right. After using Spicesurance just once, congratulate yourself on accomplishing a task well done. You may cross that off your bucket list. Time to move on to other items that you may have on there, such as dancing with a bear or meeting your soulmate. Perhaps you meet your soulmate while using Spicesurance. Perhaps your soulmate works at McDonald's. Therefore, and because of which, McDonald's hereby extends an additional promotional offer that if a McNugget eater does indeed find their soulmate while redeeming their Spicesurance, McDonald's will consider hosting this wedding of soulmates at a McDonald's of their choosing and cater the wedding with an assortment of both classic and Spicy Chicken McNuggets. Said wedding catering will not be subject to Spicesurance unless said wedding takes place on September 16th, 2020, and the catering order is placed through the McDonald's app. Technical difficulties. In the event that any technology anywhere in the world acts up in any way, this offer will be void. Ways in which technology may be affected include, but are not limited to, battery loss, water droppage, dog consumption, cat consumption, steamroller accident, accidental misremembering of passwords, or just plain bad construction. In the event that the technology you are currently using to watch this legal disclaimer is stuck in reverse, I will now repeat that paragraph backwards. Estra cab for Gabrab, sit tit purananly, I ezrebe, kikuts, sit ret meal, sit lega, sit lega, at sit or unericas, lo hat hatsi, tat nitna ita null, not kurt soto dev, kort nol sa sadiros sa for tip mim, ersum led ned eka tinin, pimas naktak aport, ritor saler irit, at the man eret tub whenever set, Razalab, Diaf, Ebolab, Yab, Narab, Metes, Yayam, Rav, Sasam, Kwam, Rodiev, It, Ni, Inhanwa, Yagol, Amiman, Tat, Tinav, It, Ilen. Cancellation. The buyer reserves the right to cancel their McDonald's new Spicy Chicken McNugget experience at any time. This includes mid-grab, mid-bite, or even mid-chew. In the event of an accidental or sudden cancellation of a Chicken McNugget experience, otherwise known as dropping, the buyer may encounter a series of confused or disgusted reactions by those nearby. McDonald's is in no way responsible for how the buyer gets out of this awkward situation, but we do offer these fail-proof, foolproof lines. 1, whoops. 2, whoopsie. 3, wow. I just sort of panicked and didn't know what to do next, so I sort of let it go. That has literally never happened before. I'm sorry you had to see that. 4, I'll get to that later. 5, actually, this is for you. You eat this. 6, don't tell anyone about this, please. 7, oops. 8, oopsie. 9, oopsie doopsie. 10, zoopsie poopsie. 11, loopsie boopsie. 12, toopsie hoopsie. 13, goopsie noopsie. 14, koopsie koopsie. 15, yoopsie roopsie. 16, oh come on, don't look at me like that. Like you never had a food slip up before. Like you've never been eating at the mall, slurping some soup and misjudged the power of your own mouth vacuum and spilled a little bit of the soup you're slurping on your new chinos. Now you gotta walk around the mall with slurpy soup slacks because you were so excited to wear your new chinos out the mall that day. We've all been there. It's a normal human thing to have happened to you. So don't look at me like I'm weird. Oh, no soup pants over here. Man, why you watching a stranger eat anyways? You got chicken McNuggets of your own you ain't eating. Getting all room temperature. Transfer of ownership. If, after trying the new surprisingly tasty spicy chicken McNuggets, the chicken McNugget customer decides that yes, indeed, the spicy kick is just a little too much for them, they may transfer the ownership of the spicy chicken McNuggets to the nearby friend, family member, spouse, or dining companion. This is not to be confused with transfer of Spicesurance coverage. Chewing up a chicken McNugget and then transferring it to another is not at all recommended unless the customer is the mother bird and is giving ownership to their offspring. In the event that someone claims ownership of a spicy chicken McNugget without the prior consent of the original owner, otherwise known as stealing or quote-unquote sneaking a chicken McNugget, the original owner of the spicy chicken McNugget is completely within their rights to give a dirty look, evil glare, or even the dreaded tis-tis fingers to the chicken McNugget criminal. Moreover, a proper and legal recourse that may be taken in this case is that the original owner may borrow the appropriate corresponding amount of French fries from said thief. Using the widely known Brussels food accords, 5 French fries is the equivocal amount of compensation for 1 chicken McNugget. Moreover, and further, instead of with, because of the added deliciousness of spice and spicy chicken McNuggets, the original owner is reasonably within their bounds to up to this amount to 6 French fries for each spicy chicken McNugget, with the extra fry counting as payback for the extra flavor kick. Export law control, otherwise known as sharing on the socials. In the event that a client consumes McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets and feels the overpowering urge to inform the world of their feelings toward the tiny marvels, multimedia documentation is permitted. In the event that video is taken during such a moment, these are the export formats that may be used. .mpeg, .mpeg, .xvid, .mov, .wmv, .qt, .icu. Boop. Hit your .264, .265, .avi, .avi, .mkv, .avchd, .elementop. Please note, you may not use the .mp1 and .mp2 formats to document the McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets. Failure to adhere to this clause will be cause for immediate roasting from your close friends and family due to those being outdated formats that won't work on the socials. Should the customer take a video that lasts longer than 1 week proclaiming their love for McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets, they are by extension agreeing that this is now their thing and to be referred to by their friends as, yeah, they're my friend that really likes McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets. And look, bro, don't get me wrong, these chicken McNuggets are good. I get them all the time since they came out, but Mike really wanted to spread the word. I just never stopped. Promotion date. Spicesurance is valid on and only on September 16th, 2020. If one would like to use Spicesurance on that day that falls past September 16, 2020, one would have to partake in time travel. As of this writing, the concept of time travel is purely science fiction, though certain physicists have posited that it is indeed physically possible. If it is possible, future McDonald's customers who would like to use Spicesurance have the following 20 seconds to come forth from the future and declare that they would like to participate starting now. Ten seconds left. Future time travelers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh well. If the weather is too bad, that precludes anyone from being able to order spicy chicken McNuggets on September 16th, 2020. That is unfortunate, but let's face it, par for the course for the year of 2020. Section 6, Spicy Chicken McNugget Exemptions. This lettered section defines situations which may affect the perceived spiciness and therefore would cause an exemption from a formal and accurate assessment of spicy satisfaction. If the spice seeker is attempting to ingest the spicy chicken McNuggets underwater, not only would water have a derogatory effect on the crunch, additionally, it would dilute the spiciness significantly. Also, although there have been no formal tests involved, it's reasonable to assume that a shark could smell a spicy chicken McNugget up to 2 to 3 miles away. Therefore, it is specifically to be known that Spicesurance does not insure against shark attacks. If the spice seeker is a poltergeist, this has been known to occur when someone has passed on unexpectedly without being fully satiated in terms of their spice levels. These spice-seeking entities will haunt the spicy chicken McNuggets in desperation to ingest them in the hopes that their spice levels will be fulfilled and they can finally rest in peace. Unfortunately, the spicy chicken McNuggets can only be ingested by the living at the time of this printing of this document. Section 6, Spicy Chicken McNugget Exemptions. This letter section defines situations which may affect the perceived spiciness and therefore will cause an exemption from a formal and accurate assessment of spicy satisfaction. A, if the spice seeker is attempting to ingest the spicy chicken McNuggets underwater, not only would water have a derogatory effect on the crunch, additionally, it would dilute the spiciness significantly. There's 2 page 54s in here. Come on. I mean, do I get a prize for finding that mistake? No. Section 6 and a half. Non-waiver. After the buyer's first time consuming McDonald's new spicy chicken McNuggets, they are therefore, for as and if, required to politely wave at anyone else they happen to see enjoying McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets. Those that fail to do so will be known herein as non-waivers. There is no physical or monetary punishment for being a non-waiver, but it is our hope that the knowledge of failing to provide another chicken McNugget eater with a polite hand wave will cause slight and uncomfortable moral anguish. Section 8, knock knock. Section 9, who's there? Section 10, spicy chicken McNugget. Section 11, spicy chicken McNugget who? Section 12, spicy chicken McNugget. Come on, you know me. Section 13, force majeure. There are times where an unforeseeable act happens upon the buyer, and their access to McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets may be cut off. While not liable for replacement, McDonald's sends its deepest apologies to those that may lose spicy chicken McNuggets to reasons including but not limited to dropping spicy chicken McNuggets on the floor, dropping spicy chicken McNuggets into a pool of water, dropping spicy chicken McNuggets into any sort of pool, accidentally picking up a classic chicken McNugget because you've decided to mix the two up. We see you, living on the edge. Dropping spicy chicken McNuggets into your lap. Dropping spicy chicken McNuggets into your friend's lap. Dropping spicy chicken McNuggets into your enemy's lap. Dropping spicy chicken McNuggets into your lap again. Oh, Butterfinger spicy chicken McNuggets over here. An earthquake happens to open a hole right underneath your chicken McNuggets and they fall through. An unexpected jump scare comes out of nowhere and makes you spill spicy chicken McNuggets all over your brand new slacks. A seagull swoops in and steals your spicy chicken McNuggets from your hand with a loud "Caw!" It happens more than you think. Section 15, opting out. To opt out of Spicesurance, one need only indicate verbally that they would be interested in ordering another item from the McDonald's menu, not spicy chicken McNuggets. Spicesurance is not available for those not participating in it. To be insured, Spicesurance must be obtained in the McDonald's app. Also, the Spicesurance agreement remains intact regardless how read or pronounced. Accidentally pronouncing it Spice Insurance does not render it null and void. Same if pronounced as Spicesurance, Spicesurance, or Carol. Section 16, non-issues. The following circumstances do not affect the legality of this agreement. Where the chicken McNugget is placed in the container. If a certain spicy chicken McNugget is on top of a container or the bottom of the container, this is a non-issue and does not affect the flavor, the nutritional content, or the experience of any chicken McNugget, regardless of spice level. Chicken McNuggets are not a food intended for right or left-handed insureds only. Chicken McNuggets are eaten with either hand or utensil if this is preferred by the aforementioned person engaging in their agreement. Spicesurance may be witnessed by any and all parties close or near to the insured. The viewing of the eating of the chicken McNugget from a person in a neighboring building is a non-issue, but somewhat creepy. Another non-issue, the word what. The insured may repeat the word what at any amount or manner the insured deems necessary. Spicesurance is not involved with the governing the repetition of the word what. At the same token, Spicesurance is unable to stop, aggravate, or impede the repetition of the word so that the spice seeker may say it as many times and as in many ways as they deem necessary. What? 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 Section 16.2. Using Spicesurance when eating alone. There is no denial of use should any chicken McNugget eater be consuming delicious chicken McNuggets by themselves. This is nothing to be ashamed of or bothered by. There is no host or hostess who is going to repeat back to you, table for one, even though you just said, table for one. And frankly, people sometimes are in the city for a conference where they were the speaker and use their per diem to grab a bite to eat by themselves. They aren't lonely. They are just alone and are hungry. That is fine. Section 19, what the Spicesurance is not. Spicesurance gets you savory, juicy, goldeny, delicious chicken McNuggets, whether you want them spicy or classic. It is not a legal promise that the chicken McNugget seeker will emerge from this interaction as a better person, though that is rightfully assumed to be likely. It is also not technically a self-help promise or program. The key to being a better you is for you to just be more you. That said, you trying spicy chicken McNuggets is a better you than if you had not tried spicy chicken McNuggets, because even if they aren't for you, now you know they aren't for you. And so you are a better you because you know you better now. Conclusion. Though this document has attempted to be as exhaustive as possible in its description of Spicesurance, it really just boils down to this. Try the new McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets on September 16th. If you love spice, Spicesurance gets you an extra 6 spicy chicken McNuggets. If you think the spice may be too much for you, Spicesurance has your back with 6 classic chicken McNuggets. They're craveable, delicious, and they're free, so you have nothing to lose. Well, why didn't they just say that in the first place? Delicious, craveable, free. Delicious, craveable, free. Delicious, craveable, free.